Good evening. Uh, a few orders of business. You may notice that I sound a little different. That's because I've picked up a new mic. Hopefully everything sounds less weird. Um, oh, I guess I better get out there first. Disconnected due to activity. Huh, it's the first time this happened to me. Anyways, yeah, I picked up a new mic, so if things sound off, just let me know. And also, I'm decked head to toe in Hot Wheels gear, so I'm fully absorbed into Hot Wheels Hot Wheels lifestyle for now. So we're back. We're back in the Hot Wheels arena playing Hot Wheels DLC and Forza Horizon 5. Finished 2 levels of the Hot Wheels Academy. Just gonna keep on going. Just gonna keep on getting up there. 3 more levels left. Yeah. Hope y'all are doing great. My week's it's actually been pretty uneventful so far. One thing I did get into recently was multiverses. It's that's the Warner Brothers Smash Brothers platform fighter. It's really managed to actually differentiate itself from like other Smash Brothers, because one big thing they really encourage is team play. It's like seems like each character has at least one move that kind of lends itself well to the team play mechanics. So, for like example, yeah, yeah, Wonder Woman, who can help protect her teammate, and yeah, the support class of characters which can just buff their characters entirely. I think pretty cool in that regard. S1 is the peak class for the twisty tracks and stuff. Yeah, I always find mid-range of things like these tend to be where it's at, because high speed you have barely any time to react, and slow speed, well, it's like just feels too slow. I think S1 seems to be the best speed for like this for this game in general. Probably like Forza in general. Not too fast, not too slow. Feels like you're just enough in control. This 2 just doesn't feel right on the plastic track. Yeah. I'll probably get a feel for it once we manage to make it to the next class. We'll see how that goes. I imagine part of it probably has to do with track design as well. Imagine if they designed the tracks around S2 speed, it might be better, but imagine tracks are probably designed for mid-range, like just viable enough for all the speeds, I would say. Problem is a good car. Yeah. Look forward to driving it. Ooh, we're on the icy road. Uh-oh. Ooh, I almost fell off there. Right, I have to race against highly skilled drivatars. Because I want my 5 medals. My measly 5 medals. Ooh, does feel like we are making progress, though. It's the circuit track. This is going to be a long circuit track, too. Haha. Oh man. Feels like I'm playing a kart racer on this one. Got all the banks and the curves and the turns. Kind of stuff you don't see in Mexico. Stuff that I haven't seen since Forza Horizon 3. Now this icy road reminds me of this old Genesis driving game that my older brother used to play a lot, and One thing I really enjoyed about this, it had like a track editor. It was a very, very simple track editor, and on the Genesis, performance ain't the best, but I remember losing a decent amount of time just building the most random tracks. Yeah, I would agree. This track has that Rainbow Road vibe to it. We ain't even at the top tier of tracks just yet. Oh man. Speaking of Rainbow Roads, what's your favorite Rainbow Road? I've always enjoyed the one from Mario Kart 7, because that one just has presentation, just the gee-whiz factor out the wazoo. I mean, you're driving on the road, and you're driving on like a planetoid's rings, and they're driving on a lunar surface. And the music, I think, is probably like the best Rainbow Road music that they have in the series. I had to pick a word for it. I would describe it as emotional. Just get chills from listening to it, especially when you reach the final section, and it just kicks in with the more intense, faster-paced melody, and you're just going, "Oh man, now I really gotta make it to first." The only big shame about Rainbow Road Mario Kart 7 is that it's a one-lap track, 3 sections, so it goes by pretty quickly. And you don't even get to listen to that last part for the whole way through. Like, if they did it like Mario Kart Double Dash style, and had that 2 laps, like lap 1 was the regular theme, the lap 2 was the final lap theme, it would be incredible. They modded Rainbow Road for Wreckfest. Yeah, I bet it would be brutal going around with physics cars. Imagine Mario Kart fudges a lot of the physics to make sure you stay on that track. Man, modding Mario Kart tracks into racing games is probably like modding level 1-1 into level editor games. It's something that's just gonna happen, right? It's you got a racing game, or you got some game powered by Unreal Engine. Someone out there is probably going to create a Mario Kart mod track for it. Just like how if you include a level editor, someone's going to create 1-1 from Super Mario Brothers. It's just a given. But I'd imagine Mario Kart 7 Rainbow Road especially, I imagine they have low gravity enabled, because there's no way you're going to get the right feel of Rainbow Road if you don't have low gravity, especially when you're on the lunar surface. Oh wow, that was the end of the race. Look at that. This is basically a podcast stream. Alright, that's one race down, 4 to go. Go here next. I just love it how I really like how these tracks connect together in a way that you can get around the entire Hot Wheels arena, but if you section them off, they become pretty legitimately cool racetracks in their own right. Oh yeah, this is where it's at. Look at this banked turn. Aw, I feel like you're really going, and we're only going 150. Feel that intensity. Alright, gotta keep going. I'm getting used to when using them in Event Lab. Ah yeah, I did see there's a 4 gig update a day or 2 ago. I assume that added all the Hot Wheels tracks in for Event Lab. Keep going with the 2 Jets 2018. One racer, two jets. Sorry. There's yet another hotfix. Wow. I feel like those are inevitable. I mean, the game at this state is, a lot less buggy than it was at release. So, props to them for that. They've definitely not for a lack of trying. I'll give them that. They've definitely been putting some effort into making this game maintainable. Lava loop. Oh yeah, sure. It's definitely still a long way to go. But, they're making steps. I wouldn't say strides. They're making steps. Slowly getting their way there. Ooh, oh, look at this shot. Now that's a shot. Loop de loop, baby. And G-force indicators. It's a real boon. Kind of fun to let you know how. Ooh. All right. So you don't get like entirely fluid tracks. You got the occasional hard turn you got to do here and there, but for the most part, they seem to. These tracks are like pretty good. Oh man. This is a sprint race too. We're already third way done. I might have to redo this one. Yeah. Thing about the rubber band AI in this game, if you let them get too far ahead, they're gonna be just gonna pull away from you. Loop and corkscrew around the cauldron can be deadly for your orientation. Yeah. Man. Yeah, whenever you go upside down, it's gonna screw with you. I admit, I haven't played like flight combat games all that much. On a completely unrelated note, it's something I want to try out. Maybe someday. Sorry, maybe someday. I remember playing was it Crimson Skies? That was on the Xbox like a long time ago, and I thought it was fun. I know they brought it back as part of backwards compatibility for the Xbox One. Maybe I'll try it out. Put it on my endless backlog of games that I mean to try, but maybe won't get around to soon. Ooh. A little too fast and loose there. I'm in the lead. I can afford to like actually play like a real driver at this point. Alright, we're good. Boom. Classic flying game has to be Afterburner. Yeah, Afterburner. Yeah, I remember seeing my brother play that. The theme too. It's a real classic rock, Top Gun-esque, catchy tune. So good. It's got endless remixes. Where are the other S1 races? Here's one. Ooh, we're going on to some unexplored track. That F-22 Interceptor. Man, I remember there was like another Genesis flight combat game my brother used to play a lot. I forget what it was, but it was like, whoops, I went the wrong way. Look at that. Too busy speaking that I didn't pay attention where my GPS was taking me. Looks like it wants me to take a left here. Another sharp left. Gee, Forza. Man. I feel like some of the new skills they've added in this one, Gee, Forza, just makes sense. Ooh, that was an awesome loop-de-loop. Thank you, game. So clean. Let's go right. I was gonna say I thought we were gonna hit a speed zone, but it turns out it's on the road below. Oh, I'll get those PR stunts later. First we race. Ooh, magnet track. Yeah, we're going vertical. I got, was it high hopes? Oh wait, that was it. That was the event. Strike series. Oh, is that like the Desert Strike and the Jungle Strike? It's like the isometric game where you're like flying, piloting various vehicles and destroying stuff. I think I remember watching one of my friends play that. It was like back when yeah. Oh man. I have a lot of fond memories of the Genesis. Those are the Strike games and oh boy, EA made those fun. Yeah. Yeah, I should pen that in for something in the future. Just do a retro stream. Well, I already do retro stuff because I play like Need for Speed, but so many ideas at so little time. Some other games my friend had. One of them was to be real specific, but it was like a Three Ninjas game. It was like it's not like a platformer-esque fighting combat game. Oh, okay. I thought I thought the race ended for a minute, but no, they just wanted to do a dramatic slowdown because you're dropping. All right. I think my friend also had the Lion King game on the Genesis. That game was infuriating. Like, I don't remember why. I think the platform was just absolutely insanely difficult after a bit. It's kind of funny. If I remember correctly, that game got like a remake or an update or something, like an HD version recently, right? Or am I thinking of something else? I know it was like a Disney afternoon damn giraffe level. Yeah. Imagine somewhere at some point, just ran into that gigantic roadblock that just could not pass. Imagine back in the day, gave you like a limited number of lives, and you know, depending on how merciful the game was, either you just were kicked back to the beginning, or they're like, nope, you're done, game over, start from square one. That and Stampede. Yeah. I think the one that was like did me in was the elephant graveyard level, I think it was. I remember that being like super hard. So admittedly, my memory is really fuzzy about that, but I just remember that one being my absolute blocker. Could not get from beyond that point. other game my friend had that was like that I have memories of was a game called Virtual Bart, based on The Simpsons, where I think Bart just like climbs into a VR machine and gets trapped in it. Now he has to play like 6 games, and if he doesn't win them, he is stuck in there forever or something like that. Speaking about that one level as a pain to complete, I remember there being like one level in Virtual Bart that was an absolute nightmare to finish. Maybe that was just all of them. I just remember all of them because they had like 6 games that were like vastly different play styles. Like there's one where you're going down a water slide and you had to try to dodge obstacles, and you had to make sure you took the right path or you would like fall down the hole or something. And there was another one where you were flinging tomatoes and eggs at people during school picture day. And then there's another one where you were like a pig and you had to do platforming. There's another one where you were a baby and you had to do platforming. And I think there was like some sort of Road Rash-esque game too, where you're like in an apocalypse and you had to drive on a motorcycle. I just remember Bart versus Space Aliens. I remember reading about that in like an old games magazine, because yeah, it's like yeah, my older brother had like a gigantic stack of like old games mags, and I would just read through them because just was interesting to me. I think Bart versus Space Mutants was one of them. Janky as hell controls. Was that the one that had like the one level where you had to like take care of everything that was purple? I remember that being like one of the things in The Simpsons where you had to like suss out all the purple things because the aliens were like purple or something about them liking purple. Yep, that's the one. Figured as much. Yeah, I was like had pseudo adventure elements too, because you had to go get money and go into a shop to get certain items to get things to do things. This is like the classic example of the game that really doesn't explain itself. You just gotta trial and error your way through it, or go online and look up a guide. Oh boy, I'm gonna pivot on this one, but my brother also had like a Master System attachment for the Genesis. You had to buy cherry bombs and rockets to get window shades and stuff. Yeah. You know, back then they were, you know, less kind to you. So imagine there were points where you could just like completely screw yourself over and you wouldn't even know it for a while. On that note, I remember my older brother also had an ALF game for the Master System. I remember that one just being like absolutely inscrutable. Like a pseudo adventure platformer, and the one thing I remember the most is having to go through a cave as ALF, and you'd have to like get a stick of salami to defend yourself against the bats for some reason. And yeah, we didn't get much further than that because we kept getting game overs because you know, ALF would die too many times in that cave, and you know, we would never get to the end. Yeah, old school games back in the day. There were it's equivalent of this old penny arcade comic I remember where it's like they used a metaphor. It was for them, it was like Mass Effect, but I think it applies to a lot of games where they're at the deep end of a swimming pool and like one guy pushes the other guy in. He goes, "I'm drowning. What do I do?" And the other guy yells, "Stop drowning!" And that's basically what it feels like. You just feel like you're just going into the deep end without much guidance, and you just gotta figure your way through, either trial and error or look up a guide. Either way. Rock and Roll Racing was a firm favorite. Yeah. I remember that one. Good stuff. That one's in the Blizzard Arcade collection. Like the first time Rock and Roll Racing was had an official release. in a long time. Right. Yeah, that was a fun game. Well, you have a certain fondness for the old school racers as well. I do remember this like old like retro racer that my older brother had on the Master System. It was like an RC racer, I think, where it's not very intuitive using that isometric view. Yeah, I would agree. It does definitely requires you to kind of like change your brain space to get used to it, and you know, I imagine some people wouldn't be able to, right? Especially if you're used to, yeah, you lean left on the, you press left on the D-pad, and you see your car turn left, and you press right on the D-pad, and you see your car turn right. Just like that's why most racing games, I guess, use a behind the car view or in the driver's wheel position. Either way, because kind of helps your brain get that orientation correct, right? It's like left is left, right is right. Just imagine tank controls in an isometric racer. I was used to inside view from Monaco GP. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people use the steering wheel view from racing games. You know what? I can see why, because you know, in real life, that's what you're doing. If you're driving, you're going to be in the driver's seat. You're going to have that steering wheel in front of you, so people are going to be used to that. Makes sense, and it could help you with just getting yourself in that right mindset. I think I kind of got used to the behind the car view because you know, I play a bunch of kart racers back in the day, so that's most kart racers have that behind the racer view, so something I'm sort of used to. Also gives you like a lot more like peripheral vision as it is. You get to see a lot more of the track around you, so you can kind of get an idea of where the other racers are. Third person is just perfect for the most part. Yeah, I agree. It's just enough information. And depending on the game, sometimes they let you just have that floating rear view mirror on top, and that's also cool. Appreciate that. There's one more S1 race. Actually, can I filter? No, I can't. Alright. Here, perhaps. Get more spatial awareness. Yeah, I agree. There it is. Alright. I'd noticed that sooner. We could probably save ourselves a long trip. But on the other hand, maybe I'll discover more roads on my way there. And, well, you know what? This is fine. Look at this. This is driving through the sky. So cool. I mean, when do you get to do this? You know, real life, I'd be like scared out of my wits, but luckily this is a video game, so this is really freaking awesome. Oh, look at that shot. Look at this, like, mountains in the distance. You see that orange track wrapping all around it. Just thinking, oh man, this is so cool. Well, at least I am. Hey, more roads driven. Ooh, we're in speed zone, baby. Let's go. Ooh, we're slipping and sliding. Hope I get at least 2 stars from this one. I'm fine with just 2 stars. Another fun thing about driving point to point, maybe you'll knock out some PR stunts along the way. Ooh, there it is. 2 stars, baby. I'll go for 3 later. keep on using our 2 jets 2018. It served us well. Only there's a tunnel through the Grand Caldera. Ah, yes. If only. Imagine just like going through there. Imagine if, especially if they like rendered the inside and was just like more lava everywhere. Boy, maybe if they made the. Nope. I'm keeping it highly skilled. It's already enough for me. Besides, I only need highly skilled for the accomplishment. Oh, man, looks like one of these folks here is driving a minion livery. Minions. I can see why people would be drawn to it. They're just like inherently funny things. They make funny sounds. They do the funny thing. We're gonna loop that back around to video games. Reminds me a lot of Rabbids. Remember Rabbids? Also, like funny creatures that make the funny sounds. Could easily use some of the assets from the cauldron. Yeah. If only. Only they let us like put down like lava tiles or something. That might be a bit much. Ooh, yeah, look at that. Sideways driving. We're perpendicular to the lava, baby. Oh, yeah. What a throw. What a throw. Ah, we're gonna do that 3 times even. Oh, another slow-mo drop. Okay. I think we already did that for the intro race, right? Okay, but the other racers are smoking me. Hopefully I can catch back up to them. Ah, yeah, I remember this dragon. Yeah. Rayquaza. Just gonna swing around Rayquaza here. Don't mind us. I can go ahead and fight those Smash Brothers characters later. Rough if you're not straight. Yeah, I would agree. I imagine, yeah, for a physics-based racer like Forza, most of these races are dependent on you going fast enough to do the cool thing. If your direction is off, or you just like manage to go a bit too slow and lose speed, kind of loses that impact, I imagine. I would get it. It's like like the video games when they have that big tense moment and then gameplay happens where you're doing like an exciting scene and it's like either a big getaway sequence or you're like running from a thing. You're trying to, the final epic confrontation, beam struggle war, and if you fail it, you gotta do that sequence all over. But all the emotions just kind of sucked out of it because you've already seen what it is. So I think I've seen some people say it's like pretty hard to try to balance, keeping the thing a challenge and trying to make sure that they don't completely fail out because they know that sort of thing happens when you got to repeat the thing. It's just it's not as tense as it is the first go around. All right, you don't need to do like the dramatic drop every time we go down this way. I already know what this is like. Prime example is multi-phase bosses. Yeah, exactly. Which is why I appreciate those games that give you a checkpoint per phase. If you complete one phase, like, all right, if you die, okay, we'll put you back on this phase. No problem. That I can appreciate. Sucks when you gotta repeat the entire fight over. Or you're like at the very, very end. You fail the last dramatic moment, and you gotta repeat the final phase over. That's also takes the wind out of you. Boy. Sort of related to that, when playing Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, I beat the main campaign. I'm going through the DLC stuff, and those are fairly amusing. But the one thing I really hate about it is that the DLC segments are like very very much a one-shot, and if you die at any point, they just kick you right out of it, and you gotta repeat the entire thing over. And the problem with those is, like, the DLC sections, they have, like, multiple sections to them. You'll be running through multiple maps, and you have to do a lot of tasks before you actually get to the boss. And just imagine going through all that, then dying to the boss, and then they just kick you right out to the beginning. And whoa, when that happened to me, that took a lot out of my sales. But you know what? I went back in and I did it again because yeah, I can't really say why I did. I just did. All right, so this is kind of like the prime example. Okay, yeah, you know what? If they did it twice, why not do it 3 times? But this is kind of like a prime example of the AI just like gaining this insurmountable lead against you. They're so far ahead that they're practically uncatchable. I was even doing well for a bit back there, and suddenly this guy just like turns on the nitrous and just like pulls way ahead. What's up with that? Come on. I mean, I know this is a highly skilled difficulty, but still. Could probably also try not bumping into the sides of the track so much. That might help. This was rough enough fighting the final form of Nemesis in the RE3 remake. Yeah, I bet. Second. Oh, that's okay. Well, the only thing you can do is just, dust yourself off and try again. Thankfully, in Forza, there's no penalty for failing. And holy crap, 66,000 credits. That's a lot of moolah. I have nothing to spend it on. Well, I mean, I could probably go to the auction house and try to buy cars there, so yeah, I guess I do have things to spend it on. But yeah, I bought everything in the auto show. I've got all the properties. This Hot Wheels arena definitely doesn't have any new properties to own, so yeah. I just got money. So I'm building money now. That's probably it. Imagine DLC 2 for Forza Horizon 5 isn't going to add any new money sinks or anything either. I mean, I guess if I were like really, really crazy, I could just go buy every part for all of my favorite vehicles, but that's probably overkill. Like how this test name is "Are You Winning S1?" Yeah, that was a bump there that I could probably have done without. This track is so wide that you could actually just bank your way through most. Okay, it'd actually help if I also like got out from behind those vehicles. $20K Forza Thumb points and nothing to spend them on either. Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat for that also. Yeah, and most I do is like, oh, like at this point I'm just like, yeah, I'll buy the clothing item and the horn if I don't have it yet. Okay, you know what, I'm gonna restart this. I completely blew that one up. I mean, it's like, I wouldn't even spend it on a wheel spin, because it's like, yeah, I'll spend it on a wheel spin, and 9 times out of 10, I'm just gonna get like credits and a car that I already own. Yeah, see, what I can do is not bump behind that car. It's full plain blocker. Just bob and weave, like float like a butterfly. And yeah, just float like a butterfly. Don't sting like a bee. This ain't burnout. So I did read that bumping into the cars could kind of throws their pathing off for a bit, and can like take advantage of that and try to get ahead of them in that regard. So, yes, maybe don't go full aggression, but yeah, you can push them around a little bit. All right. Yep, stay in the middle. Stay on target. Stay on target. Can't shake him. Ah, and this part where they just pull ahead of me. Right, this is like Mario Kart drafting mechanics. All right, you know what? I might just like pass on the highly skilled medals for this one. I mean, they don't even give you that many medals. It's just like 5. It's like compared to the main task, which hands you like 100 to 150 medals. Practically, they have to like do every optional task in the previous ones to give you enough medals to skip one of the main tasks on the next level. Which I guess is the point. Jeez, first place is like so far ahead. No way Impala has acceleration like that. For sure. For sure. Powers of the cheat on their side. Watch me not catch up to them at all for the next 2 laps. See, I bumped into the wall. Could do without that. I don't even feel like I'm like closing distance. Speed boost. Speed boosters. The central part of racing games, especially kart racers. Can't have a kart racer without a speed boost panel. Here we go. Slow-mo! No drift cars. Yeah, I agree with that. But they at least feel like cars that you could reasonably see on a road track. It's corkscrew time. Not open up any wine bottles with this corkscrew though. This is like one of the things about Forza is that if you can't like push your way to first within the first like the first section or so, then probably just better off restarting. Because 9 times out of 10, if you let first place get too far ahead, it's going to be very, very hard to catch them. For that they're in sight, but even so, they're still remain tantalizingly out of reach. Can you imagine once I get to that drop section, you're just gonna have like a ton of them just suddenly pull ahead of me. Okay, you're gonna try that again. Yeah, there's always that one car that just pulls all the way ahead. She just gets so far ahead, it's not funny. Yeah, they just go plaid. They go plaid. They just hit ludicrous speed and just like all the way out. It's nuts. See, they were in sight just a moment there. This is where online racing, this would be different. I'd be like, yeah, you know what, that guy's pretty good, but this is an offline race, so I'm going, come on, can you at least throw me a bone here? Like if I'm not screwing up all that much, just let me close the distance a bit more. Alright. You know what? I think I'm gonna just lower the difficulty when I retry this one. I'll try that for that highly skilled accomplishment later. It's only 5 medals, right? The nice thing about stuff like this is that it's not time limited. Yeah, we'll restart the event. Bump this down 1. Save. Alright, we'll see how this goes. Imagine if I try like a different car with a different tune, things might be different as well. Alright, I need to get around them. Okay, we're good. Just keep getting around them. Getting through the pack. Best I can. Oh, someone dropped something. Little fender bender for you. Get out of my way. That's so. Gearing is short. Yeah. Ooh, okay, swinging a bit too much around this section. Ah, there they are trying to... Nope. Don't... Ah, see, that's what I get. That's what I get when I try to play combat racing. Oh, they're just all crowding around me now. Get the feeling I probably have to bump this down even more. Still getting smoked. Actually, I feel like I'm getting smoked even worse at this point. My previous race, I got up to 2nd. This one, I'm barely keeping in 4th. That said, top 3 is still in sight, so... Still got 2 laps, we'll see how this goes. Out of my way, illegal Shadow X. Now it's just me and Slick, a bunch of numbers. I'm coming for you. I probably could have slowed down there, also there. That's okay. Still keeping pace. Still in sight. And let me see how this section would set you up for this this part here. The downward thing. Ah, wow, really screwed that up. You know what? How about I try that again? They do have a rewind for a reason. Alright. There we go. Better. Not perfect, but at least it didn't hit any walls. Ah, where did they go? Still ahead of me. Still in sight, though. What does that Jets top out at? Seems like 185. On the straightaway, it seems like it goes 185. Alright. I feel like this is a section where it's just like, this is my chance to pull ahead. I have to like not hit walls. like that. Alright, we'll scoot back up a little, back it up a little bit more. Sometimes it takes a clean section. Alright, if I can't overtake Slick here, then I'll probably just restart the race. And even then, if I manage to pull ahead of them, it's not a guarantee because they could always pull ahead of me at that drop. Alright, let me try that again. Need to not get up in their rear end. Try to slip around them on the outside. And it doesn't quite work. Anyway, I just need to go fender bender on them for a moment so I get that opportunity to pull ahead. Ah, you know what? I should have just kept the first turn. That was probably the best I was gonna get. Or I could do that, sure. Drafted past them. Let's see if I can hold this lead. Or I won't hold it for long if I keep doing that. Going down, down, something, something, something. Yeah, I used to be like one of those folks who disliked Fall Out Boy, only because the people I hung around made it feel like also despised Fall Out Boy. But one day I decided to like actually listen to their songs, and they're okay. I mean, I wouldn't say they're like amazing or anything, but they're fine. I wouldn't mind listening to them. If their songs just like randomly played on radio or a Spotify playlist or something like that. I feel like that's like with me and most music these days, right? It's like, yeah, the same here. I don't like every Fall Out Boy song, but there are a couple that I think are, I can listen to them. They're fine. They're fun. I'm gonna say something real controversial here, but I kind of think the same way about Nickelback. Like, that was like an internet thing. I hate Nickelback. Nickelback sucks. But you know what? Nickelback's fine. I mean, I wouldn't say they're like some amazing band or hidden gem, but songs are okay. I mean, I'll listen to several of them. Like Fall Out Boy, a couple songs I like. I wouldn't say every song I would listen to, but I'll listen to a few of them. They're cool. First place. All right. So I at least got that out of the way. Maybe one of these days I'll swing back around and see if I can try to defeat Highly Skilled, but we're just going to move on for now. That's all the races. So now we have to do the PR stunt. Oh, again, there's like 6 of them. Well, I think we got that. Got the speed zone out of the way. Jeez, there's a drift zone. Here, we'll go for the speed zone. Ooh, mission reward. Heard of Jimmy Eat World because of Burnout 3. Forget, was that the band that did the middle, where it was like it just takes some time, little girl, you're in the middle of the ride, everything will be just fine, everything will be alright. I know that song wasn't in Burnout 3, but I think that's the song I'm most familiar with Jimmy Eats World, if they're the ones that sung that one. Yeah. There are actually a couple songs in Burnout 3 that kind of associate with them. Well, the biggest one for me is Paper Wings by Rise Against. Every time I hear that song, it's just memories come flooding back. And Another one that I just associate really closely was I think the group's called Amber Pacific, and the song's called Only You. And to be honest, I only really liked it because of the tempo. Felt like the right pace for a racing game like Burnout 3. The lyrics didn't quite fit, but the pace and the rhythm of the song, it was just right. Ah man, we got 2 drift zones. Probably switch to a drift car for both of them. Go here and do this danger sign for now, though. And oh, another group. Was it Lazy Generation that just also turned out to be like the theme song of Burnout in a sense. It was like FU ups or something like that. I'd like to hear more of the bands I regularly listen to on games. You know what? Played Burnout 3 on the Xbox, and I know that version of the game supported custom soundtracks, so I had a bit of fun with that. Admittedly, I was like a kid back then, so like the soundtracks I turned out to listen to were like all Homestar Runner soundtracks, which I guess made for a surreal experience when you're listening to like the system is down while you're screaming down the road at like 200 miles per hour in your circuit racer trying to crash, and all you hear is techno chocolate. Big selling point for me with getting Xbox. Yeah, hard drive let you do all sorts of fun stuff. You know, it wasn't just custom soundtracks, but get things like the Xbox magazine with their little bonus discs. Like, hey, if you have certain games, you can install bonus content for it. Like I remember, was it Dead or Alive 3? You could get like additional costumes. And I thought it was, well, this is like the raddest thing ever. Wow, it can make your games even more. Great blasting around tracks on Sega GT2 to the likes of Devin Townsend, Megadeth, and I'm gonna butcher this one, Dimmu Borgir. Yeah, fun thing about custom soundtracks, you listen to whatever the heck you want. Alright, 1 star, I'll take it. What other S1 stunts are there? Is it just the drift zones? I did the 2 speed zones, there's the danger sign. Ah, right, here we go. Speed trap. We're gonna get to that one.
Turn around when it is safe to do so.
Used it out with the likes of Spotify. Yeah, they did. Like, I remember when they removed Groove support from Forza Horizon 3, people were just saying, yeah, just fire up Spotify and have that play in the background when we're playing it. You get a similar effect, which is sort of true, but the fun thing about Forza Horizon 3 soundtracks was that they kind of attempted to like do that whole sort of like sound dampening when you're inside the building. Sounds like the music's like super booming outside and stuff, and you're inside and doing your thing.
In 400 yards, turn sharp left.
But that was kind of a fun aspect that they did, right? It's like one of those little details that helps you get into the mood a little bit more. Yeah, Spotify, probably a acceptable enough substitute. Imagine someone somewhere out there has probably composed an entire playlist of songs that have appeared in this racing game series. Probably like get like a. I don't understand the whole copyright thing, but Spotify introduced. Yeah, I think people were sort of wondering why this doesn't have like in-game Spotify support, at least. Like I think wasn't there like an indie driving game that has like Spotify playlist support? Or am I imagining things? I think it was like Dangerous Driving had in-game soundtrack gets old very fast. Yeah, it kinda does, actually. And even when you got like a gigantic soundtrack, eventually you're gonna listen to every tune and you're gonna have heard them before. Eventually, start pining for more. Let's see if I can get 3 stars for this one. Boom! Yeah, nope, it's just 2. Well, that's okay. Yeah, we're pretty far off. We're not gonna bother. We'll just go to the drift zone.
200 yards. Turn left. Turn left.
I forgot the songs they had in Forza Horizon 4. I think most people would agree there. Didn't think most people, from what I've heard, most people aren't too hot on the licensed songs that they picked for this game. Like, Bring Me to Horizon's Teardrops in this game, they've removed so many of the lyrics that it kind of makes you wonder why they even bothered sticking it in at all. The intro song. Yeah. The bee's knees, as they might say. Alright. Well, I'm gonna have to switch out of a Hot Wheels car for a real quick moment. I need to... this drift zone. Gonna pull a Hoonigan car out of thin air. This is what I see, and then it kicks in. Total goosebumps. Forza intros do that to you. So, I know, it's been said before, but it's worth repeating. Forza just absolutely nails it. They absolutely nail their intros. I could rank all the intros in the Forza Horizon games, and that's basic. I still enjoy every single one of them. It's basically just a rating from great to fantastic, because every single one of the Forza Horizon intros just gets you in the mood. So, I think if I had to pick a favorite intro would probably be Forza Horizon 2's intro. It's like, the way it opens and the way you're just like, yeah, this is gonna be the vacation of our lives, and then boom, you're just driving your supercar through the coast of Italy, driving near that cliffside, listen to that music, and just like, this is, if Summer Vacation had like a feeling, this is what it would feel like. Just driving through the coast, ocean on one side, cliff on the other, driving your supercar, you're in Italy. I think my second most favorite would probably be this one. I think the way it opens, just perfect. It's like you're completely darkened area, and you just see that giant pillar of light start opening up as the cargo plane's back door opens, and you see press A to drop into the horizon. And it's just like, yeah, your vacation's all about to begin. You can just leave this dark, dreary world behind that you were in. All you need to do start is just press A. Yeah, and then you're just like falling out of the sky into the new world, into Mexico, where your adventure is about to begin. And then the way they end it too, right? The segments they have are like pretty fun, but then the way they end it, where it goes, You get that music that's pumps up. Something to be said about throwing the thick of it, driving that Senna with the jets going over the hovercraft over the water stuff. Yeah. That was Forza Horizon 4, if I remember correctly. But yeah. Or 4 did it pretty well too. I think they managed to show off that one because Seasons was kind of the big draw of that game, and yeah, definitely showed off Seasons in that one. And then for the third favorite, actually go with Forza Horizon 1's, because kind of lets you know the mood of the series right away. Right? It's like, for that, you got Forza Motorsport, bit formal, bit organized, and then in comes here. Oh, hey, you're driving down the roads, like, aha, yep, it's gonna be a good day. Suddenly, a guy just pulls up beside you, pulls ahead of you, and you just know, all right, it's time to race. Let's go. And you're just driving. You're just driving. You're driving for a bit, and then you switch over to the actual main character. Oh wait, that was a drift zone, wasn't it? Whoops. We're gonna try that again. Sure, the one gives you that music car festival drive vibe. It sure does. Yeah. And then they just started up on the radio. Oh man, we got 10 open spots. We're gonna give it to the first 10 people to arrive here. That's when you know. Nah, Forza Horizon, it's freewheeling, free dealing. None of this formal stuff. We're just gonna go as they come. Be there or be square. Just to let you know what kind of series it was, right there. Ooh, might end up failing out of this one. Keep spinning out like that. Rushing from your cafe. Your VW Corrado VR6. Yep. That was the one where you started off. You started off from the bottom. You worked your way to the top. Definitely an interesting feel. The one Forza Horizon where they gave you a slightly more eclectic mix of personalities. Ah, sweet. 3 stars. Boink, boink. Yep. Oh, that wasn't all the S1 class PR stunts. So, what am I missing? Trailblazers. I can't wait to try a Trailblazer in the Hot Wheels arena. What would that be like? What other S1 stunts am I'm pretty sure I got. Oh. Oh. Wow, I didn't even get I didn't even get 1 star. Wow. Whoops. Yeah, you know what? I probably should have paid attention to one day, pulled up the pulled up the post PR stunt summary. Okay. I need to go 210. Do I have a S1 class Lamborghini I can take there? Well, hopefully this Aventador will get me all the way there. So many cars from one that I still miss from the franchise. Yeah, one definitely felt like a different beast. You know what? There's one feature from Forza Horizon 1 that I kind of missed that they didn't re-add for the future games. It was like a free update where they added this thing called like the 1000 Club or something like that, where each car in the game had 5 tasks that you could do, and it would just be things like go a certain speed or get a certain thing at a PR stunt or something like that. But it kind of gave you an incentive to just like drive all the cars. It was kind of cool. I kind of wish they'd bring that back in some way or another. Even if it wasn't like 5 tasks per car. And I imagine there would be like some degree of sameness to most of the tasks, but I don't know. 1000 Club was kind of a neat concept that and then really bring back. So I guess you kind of have a form of it with the bucket list slash Super 7. Although those are like different enough, I think. How are we gonna get 210? Yeah, it is a good way. Yeah, it does incentivize you to check out different cars. You start with oh, okay, I'll just extract these 5 medals from it, and then you think, ah, hey, you know what? I kind of like this one. Come on, give me 210. Yeah, there we go. We'll just get the presents here. Let's see. 410 medals for the next rank, so I only need to finish like 5 of these tasks. We'll do the Horizon stories for now, because those are gonna be the easiest to do. Should probably... Must have accidentally pressed up on the D-pad. Alright, I wanna get all my markers back on the map. Go. Yeah, history of speed. Wait, no, I want treasure hunting, not history of speed. This one? The iconic orange track. Ah, here we go. Treasure hunting. Haley regales about Hot Wheels during the 80s and 90s. From the looks of the star targets, I'm guessing we're gonna end on the Trailblazer. Let's see how this goes. You know what, since I'm done with this, I'm gonna switch back to a Hot Wheels car. This feels like the right thing to do. We're in the Hot Wheels arena. Barring special circumstances like drift zones, I'm gonna be driving Hot Wheels cars. Don't think Trailblazers would work here with how the tracks are set up. Yeah, it's true. There would be very short Trailblazers, or there's like some way to get from A to B. Would have to involve you hopping onto the orange track at least once, which I guess would kind of defeat the purpose of Trailblazers, which feel kind of more like a straight point-to-point event. It's like, here's the finish line, make your way there, go. Rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Yeah, we're not quite going at the speed of sound, but kinda feels like it sometimes. Alright. See what kind of other tantalizing Hot Wheels tidbits we'll learn about this chapter. Oh, it's gonna be 80s and 90s. Not heard that song for ages. Yeah. Not like Adventure 2. So.
Hey, you'll be doing all the driving for this one. Here, take the keys and I'll be on the radio.
Admittedly, that only came to mind because I think I was watching like a Sonic Adventure 2 stream earlier, so the song's been in my head for a bit.
I've got loads to tell you, but I promise it'll be worth it.
Oh man, I gotta hit 100 miles per hour and just
Right,
Really?
So the 80s were known as the Blackwall era because the previous redline tyres with a red pinstripe were discontinued in 1977. Then there were hot ones with thinner axles, ultra hot, the new wheel design, real riders with actual rubber tyres. Those are pretty popular. Let me think. You've got pack-ups with damaged panels, colour shifters that changed in water. Oh, and you know the blue car blister packs you can recognise from across the store? Those started in the 80s too.
Oh, okay. Blister packs. Okay, so this is more like more like a speed situation where you can only stay below 100 miles per hour so long, and your star target's going to depend on how much time remaining you have above 100. Sonic Adventure 2, one of my favorite Sonic games because my fave character isn't. Let's see. Probably be someone introduced in that game, so I'm guessing it'll be either Shadow or Rouge. And I admit, the kid me really did enjoy Shadow and Rouge, right? Because Shadow's, you know, your classic edgy hedgehog. Look at that. He's like red and black, and it's all mysterious and cool, and he kicks Sonic's butt left and right. And Rouge was just like that sassy treasure hunter type.
Basically, since 1995, when they split up the product line into series and brought in numbering and limited editions, collecting Hot Wheels has gone from a hobby to a full-on obsession.
I used to call
Yeah, I'm good.
I kind of tell Haley really likes them Hot Wheels. An unexplored aspect of her character. Hot Wheels obsessionist. Oh man, we still have 2.5 miles to go, and I don't have much under 100 time left. If I want to keep 3 stars, that is. Okay. They did say about they did say earlier about redeeming cards for or mailing stuff in to get stuff. I remember those days.
Towards the end of this era, Mattel bought Tyco toys in
Those days when like
box brand of toy cars. This brought all the miniature toy cars under one
yeah,
big
so it
roof.
was like with which I mean was like with Lego. Yeah, he was fanboying all over that Lego stuff. I do remember that. Yeah. But saying about mail-in redemptions, like I remember a lot of cereals back in the day had that. Where it's like, yeah, you just mail in a bunch of, like 2 or 3 UPC codes, and you can get whatever they were giving away for that period. Be like a color changing spoon or a cheap watch or something like that. Oh, really? Is it part 2?
One of the new lines Hot Wheels created was called the Treasure Hunt series. Limited production, super collectible. Obviously, we can't go into a toy store or convention floor, so I'll simulate the experience with some treasure chests.
Oh. Was this like a...
Find that treasure! Collect them all!
Okay, so this is where your star targets come in. I gotta smash 25 of these chests within 2.5 minutes for 3 stars. Got it. Treasure hunt, huh? Sure. We'll do it. Alright, optimized route to this. I'm guessing there's more than 25 chests, or... Oh, it has to be more than 25, because 2 stars is the 20. Yeah, this is probably going to be the thing that prevents me from getting 3 stars, just... Ah, they keep respawning, so no worries. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah, but if I keep dancing around chests like that one, imagine if I restart the event, they'll kick me right back to that track racing section. Maybe I shouldn't, that rip rod is just awful.
Hey, I hear there might be a Pearl Diver paid edition up for grabs next. See? This is my whole life.
This is probably one of my weaknesses where I so I tunnel visioned into that chest real hard. Imagine a more sensible person would probably just skipped it and drove on over to the next chest. But I can't do that. It's not how I roll. Ah, bullion for you. Yeah, normally we only see like one of these chests, but now they're just throwing them everywhere. Yeah, okay, 3 stars is 25, huh. I got a whole 30 seconds to look for them. I think there's 3 more in that, at least 3 more in this ice over here. Smack. Smack. Did that one not count? Oh, that one did. Alright, one more. Boom! 3 stars. Easy. Wait, did I just jump to 27? Did I see that correctly? I went from 25 to 27, right? I'm not just seeing things.
Here, have a 2 Jet Z. Now you know what it's like to be a proper Hot Wheels collector. Exhausting, right? Worth it though.
Oh. You know, that probably would have been more exciting if I had not done the weeklies for the past month. Sorry, I already have a 2 Jet Z, but thanks!
Time to finish our Hot Wheels documentary. Meet me here.
Like the glitch on the collectibles when you keep rewinding. Ah, okay. And now I want to do oh, actually, I don't have to. Well, yeah. I will pin chapter 5. Yeah, I'll take my 2 Jet Z. It's not a new car, but thanks. Hot Wheels today. Yeah, that makes sense. The history of speed. Slowly go through the decades, and we'll finally reach our way to the modern day. I have to admit, I did pick up I pick up a couple of Hot Wheels cars, you know, over the years. Mostly it's like the licensed cars, so like, you know, I'll be walking through the store and I'll just see, oh man, you got Hot Wheels and, oh, these are like Forza cars? Yeah, sure, I'll pick those up. Or it's like, oh, wow, Mario Kart. Yeah, let's get those. I was like, oh, hey, these are like Street Fighter sponsored cars. Sure, I'll take 1 or 2 of these. I have a small collection of cars based off of other properties, as it is. That'd be funny if like Forza pulled a fast one, and, like the next DLC is like Micro Machines or something like that. It's like that's like the other car brand that comes to mind when it comes to like those miniature cars. I still see them around in stores, but I guess probably outside my demographic. Imagine if or on like a kids channels, I probably see a few more ads about Micro Machines. Alright, let's conclude this Horizon story. Matchbox. Ah, yes, that was the other one. Yes, Matchbox. Yeah, three miniature car brands. Hot Wheels, Micro Machines, Matchbox. Yeah. I think that they call it Matchbox because you could fit a car inside a Matchbox. Which, you think about it, it's like, yeah. Shed loads of Matchbox cars. Yeah. Yeah, I bet.
Did I tell you about the Hot Wheels 50th anniversary back in 2018? No, but I have a feeling you're about to. They did a sweet black and gold series with matching livery and a whole collection of other 50th anniversary inspired cars throughout the line. They also started the Hot Wheels Legends Tour. Custom car builders compete to show off their best designs. Then Hot Wheels picks the best one and makes it into a 1/64 scale toy.
Ooh. That one started drifting something fierce. Guess I actually have to pay attention to the road. Keep it in line. That's so. Fascinating. Huh. This is basically a sprint race in story form. I guess without barriers as well. Alright, this is gonna be right turn. Ooh, yeah.
Sometimes the opposite happens, where a toy car gets scaled up into a real one. Hot Wheels have made more than 20 full-scale cars and used them to break 3 world records with actual corkscrew jumps and double loops. It's wild.
That does sound wild, actually. I mean, I know they scaled them up for Forza, but big steering wheel, that was a case to put your cars in. I do remember seeing those in stores too, the giant cases to store all your little miniature cars in. So steering wheel sounds appropriate and totally rad. Yeah, bunch of names just got shout out in that line. More of a Hot Wheels enthusiast, I probably know who they were. Dragon.
Between them, they made loads of creative casting designs. There were lines like the Toon, Hard Nose, Cruise, Fatbacks, Torpedoes, and the Drop Top series, and the Realistic series, if that was your jam.
Realistics. Like, how's an X? Oh, found it on Google, huh? Yeah, it's always fun, right? It's a thing. You suddenly this thing just pops in your head. Boy, I wonder what that was like, and then you just look it up. It's like, oh man, that was like, yeah. And it just hits you, wave of nostalgia. It's a bit of a rush, that. Still 1.7 miles to go, and check the 5-star target for this one, or 3-star target. I have a feeling we're not going to meet it. Only one on sale in the original box on eBay for £199. Woo-wee! Wow. Really banking on that nostalgia. Oof. Guess your worth is depend on if you're willing to break bank.
Now, let's shake up that bone shaker a bit, shall we?
Oh, really?
I know we're 50 miles above Mexico, but a little Baja expertise won't go astray.
Hold on, 50 miles? Isn't that like close to space?
Is a modern take on the classic bone shaker design.
Like, oxygen should be like very thin up here. I hope the interiors of these cars are like properly pressurized, because engine doesn't seem too great otherwise. Then again, this is also an arena that just has like ice mountains with lava next to it, so yeah.
Cool stuff outside of model cars as well. You mean apart from the Horizon Festival? Exactly. There was an animated movie in 2003.
There was a what?
A TV series called Hot Wheels Accelerators in 2005.
What?
And tons of video games going all the way back to an 8-bit version in 1984. Oh, those were the days.
Well, I know about the games. I didn't realize they had a movie and a television series. How are the engines running with it? Oh, you know what? That is also a very good point. Engines kind of rely on oxygen. And, you know, when there's not a whole lot of it, imagine some engines might not perform.
With the University of Southern California to develop speedometry, an educational curriculum to teach kids science and maths. Seriously. I know. And there's me, stuck in a university lecture on advanced analytics with no toy cars or anything. So unfair.
Oh man, yeah. Imagine if they had like a class on Hot Wheels.
This is way better than when I used to build ramps out of books.
But you should imagine, right? Let your imagination do the work. Pretend that book is like the most epic ramp ever. Doing some sick Dukes of Hazzard stunts. Oh man, I feel like I'm barely hanging on. Actually, kind of a nice feeling.
It's not cheating, but it's Hot Wheels.
I mean, yeah. You kind of had to
It all began, there's been 20,000
fudge the physics a
different
bit.
designs, and at least 8 billion cars have been made.
Good lord, that's like a car for almost every person on this planet, right?
But
8
the rare
billion
cars are
cars.
still worth a lot at auction. An ultra-rare prototype of the 1969 Volkswagen Beach Bomb sold for $72,000, and some collections are estimated to be worth over $1 million. In the early 2000s, several collector conventions began to spring up around the world, where fans could meet up to buy or sell cars, show off their collections, or just talk about their hobby.
Good god. Makes me back. I used to pat around the carpet and make stories when I played with my cars. Yeah. It's like most kids with their toys, right? Imagine. Right? It's like you with your little miniature cars. It was me with Lego. Imagine other people had their other things like action figures and
Amazing, right? Climb in and let's do this.
my god, they brought it back in a different setting. We're driving the monster truck, baby.
I figured we could
Let's
finish the
go.
race in style with an epic stunt run in this beast. Don't ask how we got it up here.
This is basically just the Bone Shaker chapter. We're just driving all 3 varieties of Bone Shaker. It looks like this is the one where we get raided.
So, what fun facts have you got on this thing?
You still can't drive it in the game.
Back later, please. Very nice. We'll make a Hot Wheels pro of you yet.
Oh wait, nope. Checkpoint is to the right of me. Yeah, we do need this to own and free roam. Ah. Could you imagine that? What if the next Forza Horizon expansion was just monster trucks? It actually wouldn't be too bad, I wouldn't think. Imagine doing a trial with a field full of those. Yeah. Yeah, just imagine.
Okay, fine.
Hot Wheels Air.
2018, Hot Wheels launched its Hot Wheels Monster Trucks toy line, and an exciting live event came a year later. This line has both amazing original designs and monster truck versions of classics like the Bone Shaker and Twin Mill. It's not the same without the flame.
Yeah. I totally say that all the time. You know what? In lieu of like some sort of urban expansion, I wouldn't mind like a monster truck expansion. Cross-country events would be a breeze. Yes, it would be. Yeah, you wouldn't have to worry about terrain anymore. You just hold the accelerate button and go. I gotta do like 1.8 miles in this. Like the one time I don't want to be on the orange track, just let me drive more on the ground.
PEI XC1 chassis, 540 cubic inch Chevrolet engine, 66-inch Terra tires. It's a beast. Anyway, stunts please.
This actually reminds me of a old video game that I played. Nice would be to drive it outside that small stadium.
64 scales.
Yeah, it would be, right? I mean, Stunt Park was fun, but I'd like it to take it through the fields of Mexico. Imagine most people would. Nope. Instead, this month we gotta do like those e-cars.
When it comes to trucks and skill chains, bigger is better.
Oh man, I'm not getting 3 stars on this one, but that's okay. I'll settle with 2. Try for 3 later.
Yes, that was a suitably epic finale. Thanks. Here, have a Mustang.
Thanks. I mean, if we had at least one jump, I probably would have felt better about this. And that's all, folks.
Well, there we go. I think we've got all the material needed for the documentary. Thanks for your help.
Alright,
Look
so
for your name in the credits when it's done. Your royalty check will be in the post.
Of course, Haley. Speak soon.
royalty check. It's all flavor. Not gonna get like a 10 million credit check in the mail anytime soon. Let's see, you started the dragon atop Hammer Mountain in the canyon. No, the canyon was this zone. Extreme E. Yeah. Those. Kind of funny how seem to take up like a couple of slots, but they all look the same. Or actually, can I get this to point to my destination? No. Dragon atop Hammer Mount. Look for the green slivers on the map. Got it. Oh. Oh, like this one. Just a dragon atop Hammer Mountain. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna... Yeah, we'll make our way there.
When it is safe to do so.
Yeah. Alright. Oh. Nice thing about these pin things is that, if you get the steps right, they'll give you the check mark. It's like, alright, can start there. And I gotta arrive at the dragon at the foot of the volcano in Hellfire Peaks. I gotta do it in 4 minutes. I know it's not called Hellfire Peaks, but I'm gonna call it Hellfire Peaks because that's what it reminds me of. It's always a fun video game setting. It's just like a mix of a contrast of ice level and hot lava level. Yeah, it would be nice to turn off the PR stunts, like just have them not trigger. Sometimes it screws you up, especially when they you change your GPS line into the line for the PR stunt because they think you want to do it. It's not so bad when you're free roaming in Mexico because you just drive around it, but in Hot Wheels you don't quite have that luxury sometimes. What am I talking about? Oh right, it's an old computer game I remember playing. It was called Monster Truck Madness, I think. Ruins a cruise when you want to take it easy. Yeah, it does. Yeah, Monster Truck Madness. I remember that PC game sort of well. There was like the sister game they had, like called Midtown Madness. I think that was the one I played a lot. That one was sunk a lot of time into it. So I just remember finding it fun. I think I got into Midtown Madness because a computer store I used to visit back in the day once had an event where you would like race a certain event. I think it was in Midtown Madness 2, and depending on your placement, you could like get a gift certificate for that store. It was like a pretty substantial gift certificate. It was like I think if I remember correctly, first place was like 200. Third place was like 100, second place 150, so I think I remember buying that game and just practicing it a lot, and my brother and sister also were playing that game. Alright, so now I just need to set a destination for the dragon. Which one was it again? Dragon at the foot of the volcano. I know what they're talking about. Green. It was this one, right? Let's put it there. Yeah. The three of us together, I think we managed to place enough that we got the gift certificates we got were enough to fund the next family computer we bought. So yeah, that was a fun memory. And yeah, there were a lack of monster truck games. Like, yeah, most of the racing games you see are, you know, about these kinds of regular sized cars on regular sized tracks, or motorcycle games. Not too much in the way of racing monster trucks or events of its ilk. There's another PC game I think that was about monster truck racing. I remember seeing it in the store a lot. I never picked it up, but Hardcore 4x4 was a fun one. I have not heard of that game. Maybe I'll take a look at it. Read up on it after the stream. One that comes to mind for me, I think it was called Soda Racing? I don't know, I think Soda was like an acronym for something, but I think what drew me into that one when I read the back of the box was that it had a track editor. And I'm kind of a sucker for like level editors or track creators or character creators, anything that lets me make stuff. I kind of get drawn to it. Like it's a real big selling point for me. Like I remember we're jumping topics all around tonight, but I remember Mod Nation Racers for the PS3. I picked that up largely because you could just create tracks, and boy, that was a fun one. I think it was like part of PlayStation's Play, Create, Build series or something like that. Yeah, gotta love a track editor. Something about being able to create your own races that really gets that creative juices flowing. Even if it's like something super simple like Diddy Kong Racing DS, you just it just hits the right spots, right? It's like, ah, man. Not only do you get to build it, you get to drive on it. It's like your creation. It's like the simple ones, you lay down some road, you call it a day. Some of the more complicated ones that let you throw in some obstacles here and there, or add more complicated parts like loop-de-loops and corkscrews.
You have arrived at your destination. Now this is how big kids play with Hot Wheels.
Yeah.
Keep knocking down those missions, legend. There is nothing these things can't do. You got it, Haley.
Alright. So I gotta earn 1 star from Forest Edge Speed Trap, earn 1 star Horizon Nexus Speed Trap, complete in a minute 30. Okay. I'm guessing... Is this the Forest Edge Speed Trap? Yep. We start here. And we gotta go to the Horizon Nexus Speed Trap. Alright, first I gotta set a waypoint to the Horizon Nexus Speed Trap so I know which way would be best to go. Looks like... Alright. Ah, nuts, I gotta hit 210 also. I can't start here. I gotta start a little ways back. Here, this should be... This should give me enough of a rolling start. I have to make sure I'm facing the right direction. Sorry, Anna, but this task wants me to go in the other direction. Should flip around soon enough, right? There we go. Alright, got enough speed. I did not get 1 star, did I? Because that timer's not starting. Alright. Try that again. Do I have to break out the Ventador for this? I think I do. Yeah, you know what? I remember I had to switch cars last time. Do it again. Alright, breaking the Hot Wheels rule for a hot minute here. Because we're not advancing in an academy without it. The Aventador is a Swiss Army knife of PR stunts. I have completed many a PR stunt with this one in Forza Horizon 3 and 4. I had to admit, this game I kind of switched to the Sesto Elemento for a few of them, but for the most part, this car has... Oh, see, just almost went off the edge. Yeah, this car has served me well. Man, minute 30. Gonna have to fly. Fly like an eagle. Keep left. Aw, jeez. Thing about fast cars and water, if you hit the water, you're gonna lose that grip super quick. Ooh, it's gonna be a hard right. Ah, I gotta get at least 1 star. Alright, real quick. What's my speed target for the 200 miles per hour? Oh, here's hoping. Think I'll be okay. I might be okay. I'm still okay. Yeah, it's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. This air road's gonna get me that speed boost that I need. We're gonna hit 1 star and we're gonna finish this in 20 seconds, baby. Let's go. Next qualifier.
I sent Alejandra some ideas for your final qualifier, but that was a long time ago. Who knows what she's done since? Good luck.
This is it. S2 cars. We're on the cusp of it. And we're gonna...
Okay, no messing around. I'm ready to witness true Hot Wheels speed. Are you ready for the final qualifier?
It's a moment.
Meet me here. Yes. I'm on my way.
If in doubt, there's always the Jessica or Rimac. Yeah, keep that in mind. Yeah, there's a whole host of high-end super speedy cars. And if you need to do a speed trap or a speed zone or a danger sign. Oh, I gotta get 1,050 medals for the rank after this one. But cross that bridge when we come to it. For now, we're just gonna handle this S2 qualifier. Gonna get some good Hot Wheels speed in here, up in this zone. I don't think I've talked about it yet, but I did like how they the way they kind of did the DLC with the weeklies. It's like seems like for this month at least, it's gonna be if you have the Hot Wheels DLC, you have like 2 additional tasks that you can do on your festival playlist. But for the most part, they're optional. If you don't have it, then you just complete the festival playlist as usual, and you'll still have room. But the Hot Wheels DLC gives you a little extra wiggle room if there's a particular event that's not to your liking. Yeah, it's a good way to get more points. And the best part is, if you don't have Hot Wheels DLC, fine. You're just missing out on 2 super wheel spins. Not a big deal breaker as it is. And avoid the Copo Camaro for racing. It's mainly only good for drag. Understood. It should be kind of funny if they added this, like some sort of drag race to the Hot Wheels arena. It's probably only like 1 good spot you could actually do a drag race and... Oh, wait, no. Oh, that's cool. So if you're not like going a certain speed on the speed boost, then you don't trigger it. It's not bad. Yeah, it's a good way to get more points. Yeah.
Check it out! The Hot Wheels bad to the blade. This park is Haley's idea, but I ordered this thing myself. You ready?
How much money does this like Horizon Festival Committee have?
You know how this works now. Go, go, go!
Long straight that goes from Forest Falls to the main Nexus. Yeah, that's the part I was thinking of.
For this qualifier, you'll need to prove you can hold your nerve at high speed. As we're all watching you from the auto show, the crowd is going wild. Show us what that blade can do.
I like the sound of it. It's got a very nice race car sound to it. Kind of like the glow the magnetic tracks have too. When it's the fog and it's night, you see this neon Tron lines.
This was the first car to complete the Hot Wheels testing facility loop, so no need to be nervous. Okay, coming up to some tighter turns. Take it easy, take it easy. It's not too easy, LA. We want to see some speed.
the destination, stay above 110. Say that blade is a good car. It's very certainly feels like it. Yeah, I kind of enjoying when I'm driving of it so far. Like this car. Kind of got a pretty neat design too. It's like very sleek and it's got the right angles to it. Very pleasing car to look at. Brake. Oh, you're sounding like my mom when I was doing driving lessons. Become one of the meta cars. Really? How fitting a Hot Wheels car is meta.
I'm telling the whole of Horizon Mexico about that run. You can keep the blade, only mind if I borrow it sometime? Maybe for the weekend?
Well, you gonna show it off? Sure, why not? Well, I guess I'll
Enjoy the ride?
be riding this car a little bit more.
I've got a bunch of new events and missions to keep you occupied while I try to build something worthy of a future Hot Wheels legend.
Oh man, we're hitting the big leagues, baby. Look at that. So many events. Oh, we're close to this one. We'll start. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking maybe I'll...
License for faster cars. Pretty much tipping out the toy box for you at this point.
Yeah.
One more rank in the academy, and you can call yourself a Hot Wheels legend. Right after you take down the Goliath, that is.
I'll probably try playing with this car a bit. Give it a tune. I want to see what kind of liveries this car has. I got some fun ones. I think I'll race the stock version for now. Imagine. So probably. Ooh. Never shot this one. 5 S2 class races unlocked at elite rank. Alright. I think I'll bump this back up to highly skilled for now. Oh, okay. This one's already at 998. Alright. We're kind of already here. Huh. This is as good as the car gets for this class. Only one more rank. It's only the X class cars that are currently locked out for me. Ooh, we're gonna be hearing that sound for a little bit. It's fine when it's in short bursts, but like this, it might be a bit much. That's okay, we won't be listening to it for long. Alright, let's see how well we do against highly skilled drivers. Don't worry, it'll be over soon. Ooh. Hold on, let me do some PR photos. Really? They started me in the back of the pack. Alright. Who'd have thought they got that sound from their server farm? There we go. No more. Ooh, yeah. Look at that. We're flying down this road. Ah, jeez, I'm just keeping pace. Again, we are on a straightaway. Assuming all things constant, where it makes sense that they would all keep pace with me. The turns where things are decided. The ones that can take the curves the best. And you know, if I didn't just like park myself behind that car the entire time. Uh-oh. See the one, you can see the one that got ahead. This does not bode well. Probably help if I braked some more. There we go. Clean section. Not so clean. Still. Alright. Alright. A little better. S2, I choose you. Hey, that rhymes. Oh man. Oh man. Like Mega Loop, the mother of all loops. Doesn't that top out like 186? Does it? Guessing all the speed boosts allow to kind of break that speed limit a little bit. We're making the mother of all races here. Can't fret over every track, every section of road. I somehow managed to catch up. Let's see if let's see if they slowly pull ahead, or if they'll let me keep catching up. Yeah, I'll keep that one. Really, just as long as I'm keeping pace. We still have 2 laps. See if I can perhaps try to catch him on the next big turn. It's a whole 2 minutes for 1 lap. Ah, here it is. The equalizer. That's it. No more nice racer. Pulling out all the stops. Dang it. All that twisting and turning, still can't catch him. No wonder CLK Forza Edition is no joke. Yeah, I can feel it. Up, oh. Here we go. Catch him on the inside. Or not. There we go. Little bumper cars. And now we're on top. Oh, we were on top. Can I try that again? Dang it. My car had to grow into swerve. Probably take that turn a bit more easily. Slam on the brakes. Dang it, still getting ahead of me. Alright. Do it. Where are they? Right behind me. Alright. I can block them. I can block them. Just gotta block them. Yeah, that's right. Come on. Right, we're gonna do fender benders. You ain't getting ahead of me, buddy. Ooh, well, definitely would have if I kept that one. Whoops. Alright, try that again. Much better. Oh, here I'm on the left. Alright. Wow. Imagine that, actually using behind the car view. Oh, they're coming on the right. Ooh. Trying to overtake me. Yeah, look at that. Boom. Haha. Denied. Come on, try me again. Try me again. Try me again. Come on, I dare you. Oh, yeah, bump. No, they got me that time, actually. Ooh, yeah, we're going bumper to bumper, baby. You can't stop me. Wow, gotta maintain a speed of 150 for 45 seconds in the blade. I managed to do it. Yeah, baby. Where you at? I think the AI is now in give up mode. They're like, all right, you know what? We clearly can't catch you. Take your first place and shove it. Here we go. The old turn equalizer. But will not rest on my laurels. I will take that turn easy. I like how this particular section of the track has magnetic road on it, right? Because they figured most cars won't be driving fast enough to keep their wheels on the track. Like, yeah, don't worry, we'll do it for you. Yeah, that was actually exciting. You know, sometimes it's one of those things I forget. It's like, yeah, so, you know, sometimes it's worth driving on the higher difficulties. Sometimes it's good to feel a little challenged. Sometimes it's feel good to feel like you've earned your win. Well defended. Thank you. I felt like I played a pretty good defense. Right, you just gotta keep your eyes in the rear view mirror. Make sure anytime a car tries to overtake you, you just get right into their spot. Right, it's like a little game of psych out. You have to try to figure out where they're gonna go, and then you just gotta respond to it. Try another race. We'll see how this goes. Needed it after all that CLK was all over you like a rash. Yeah, sure were. Holy cow. We're in hot contention for a long while there. Wow. Right up on me. They were like, nah. We want that pole position from you. We're gonna take it. By Jove, they tried. They sure tried. Back into the canyons for this one. Ah, it's a sprint race. Alright, see how this goes. Doing Horizon Hot Wheels. Like that metallic finish to the car. You get a reflection right on the body. Nice touch. I guess it'd be more pearlescent, right? So it's the kind of paint that they use for those kinds of cars. If I remember, that's what they said in one of the Horizon stories. Ooh, it's got that thing on it. Forgot what they call it, but it's sort of like rainbow shine to it. It's like you look at it and it's just like multicolored. Ooh. A little closer with this one. Just not have to not hit the back of the cars. Okay, I'm keeping pace. Ooh, that one has flames in the back. Nice. Reminds me when you see oil and water. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? I remember that being a specific word for that effect. I just cannot think of what this is off the top of my head. Okay, I need to redo that one. Bumping in the wall cost me a little bit. go. Over the side. Uh-oh, did I miss that check? Oh, no, I didn't miss that checkpoint. Good. Whew. Alright, just what I needed. Now I gotta do is not screw up for the last third of the race. Nope. You stop pulling ahead of me, jerk. Well, they're definitely gonna do that now. Okay. Managed to maintain my balance for this one. Alright. Last tenth of the race. Alright, where are they coming from? They're not gonna catch up to me. We're okay. We'll be okay. Everything will be just fine. Everything will be alright. Next S2 race. Not that far away.
Turn sharp right. 400 yards. Turn sharp right.
717 medals to the final rank.
Turn sharp right.
Actually, like a few tasks in the previous ranks I could do.
400 yards. Turn left.
I think the races is the main one I want to take care of.
Turn left. You have arrived at your destination.
Another road race. I'm guessing most of these S2 races are going to be road races. That's where you get the most sense of speed. I kind of like how each new race seems to. It feels like they're kind of sending you new sections of the track. This one you're going down below ground level for a little bit, beneath the floating Hot Wheels fortress, driving through in between sections. Another sprint race, and I gotta get out of the middle of the pack. Let's see, the next turn will be where I can perhaps catch up with the pole position. Ooh, there's a car I need to take a picture of. Hold on a sec, guys. Ah, that was a Brabham. All right. I probably mispronounced that. Ooh. Wow, that car stopper. I do love sometimes stopping and just seeing little details. Yeah, I agree. Whether it be like an Easter egg or just a nice little touch, reference to an environment they're in, or just a detail that completely makes sense, but one that you would look over if you were, weren't specifically looking out for it. Came in like a wrecking ball. Right, slow down. Not like that. Okay, I need to slow down way earlier. Alright, that should do it. We're gonna fly, and we're gonna not fly. That barrier. Talk about a 7-10 split. Yeah. Try again. Break. Keeping pace, and we're not halfway done with the race yet. I've got a shot. Yeah, I'm gonna do some living on the edge. I've got your number. Yeah, look at that. Clean overtake. Ooh. That felt good. Of course, we followed up with just smack right into the wall. Right into the race barrier, just erase all that lead we built up. Really see the Zonda R. That's what the AI pulled out of the bag for this one, I guess. Alright. I ran right into the barrier. Cut the corners a bit too much there. Okay, nope. Spun out. That's not gonna work. Take 3, I think. Alright. Yeah, I hit the barrier. So like the equivalent of when you're like playing a board game and you have that one person who just like keeps shifting their pieces around. What if I did this? What if I did this? Okay, what if I did this? And like they go through like a million different permutations before they finally commit to an action. Yeah, we'll leave you in the dust. Eat it. Alright. Loop de loop. Man, loop de loops. It's the one element of a level that's fun to see, whether you're like behind the back or you're get an eagle eye view of it. Been there before. It's been like, hurry up and make a move already. Yeah. Especially when you're one of those games that take longer to play and just like, come on, we've got like another 3 rounds to go through. We can't spend 30 minutes on your one action. Though I imagine, yeah, games of that kind of scale, you kind of want to make sure you get at least a decent move out of the things you're doing. Right? It's like, you know, you're playing something like I don't know. It's an example. Twilight Imperium, right? Right, a thing like that. You probably want to make sure. Oh, I see. All five of the S2 events are road races. Go figure. But yeah, I get it. One hand, you kind of want to make sure you're not missing out on anything. On the other hand, there's only so much time. Just do something. It actually reminds me of a video game I think my one friend was telling me about. It was called like Millennium Blades or something like that, where there's like each phase only in there for like very specific amount of time. It's like 6 or 7 minutes. So yeah, it's like you can't mull over every decision. You just gotta look over the things and try to think of one real quick, because you only have so much time. See a lot of that with Magic the Gathering. Yeah, TCGs kind of had that problem. It's like I imagine tournament play. You see them incorporate like timers into the rules, or like with Magic Arena and Hearthstone, you only have like so much time overall per turn, and if you spend all of it, that's it. Your turn's done. It ends right there and then. So be quick. Think about your actions, but don't think about them too much. Here we are. Let's see what this place has for us. Oh man. Another below the arena driving. For a brief moment anyway. Keep this bad to the blade. That's interesting. Don't know why you're talking about Olympus though. I'm playing Forza. I'm not playing. I'm assuming you're talking about Apex Legends. And Thanks for coming anyway. I think that might be like my first spam chat I've gotten. I'm gonna leave it up there for posterity. Bot strike again. Yeah. I guess as far as bots go, this is like one of the more mild ones. On the bright side, it means they've taken notice. So there's that. This race is a bit more challenging. Huh. Is it just me, or does it just seem like the circuit races are the ones where the AI just goes full sicko mode? Sprint races, like, yeah, I can overtake them easy, but it's like, when it comes to the multi-lap circuit races, I have to claw my way to the top if I'm doing the higher difficulties. Well, if I can overtake them on that section, this might not be so bad. Ooh, I can see top 4. They're in sight. This might not be so bad, actually. But top 3 is pulling ahead. I don't like where this is going. Yeah, it just seems more prominent in circuit races where let's go all out, yeah. These guys are starting to pull up. I have a feeling this race might be a wash. I wasn't able to get to them, so they're gonna just be able now they're just gonna maintain that distance. Okay, this might be a race I restart, maybe try once more, or I just bump down the difficulty for the sake of the stream. Oh, we do have one more go at the half pipe. We'll see how things go there, and if they don't work out, maybe I'll try not to bump into the car at that rate too. They're playing the big defense like I was in that other race. Hidden Nitro, yeah. Sure feels like it, doesn't it? They just grabbed that Nitro system that they had back in the Fast and Furious Forza Horizon 2 and just moved it from car to car since. Yeah, we're gonna restart. They were too far ahead that I wouldn't have been able to catch up to them even if I'd perhaps closed the distance in the half pipe section. Alright, once more in highly skilled, and if this doesn't work out, then I'll just bump down the difficulty. You know, it's like trying out food, right? Give it a good, honest try, and if it doesn't work out, then all right, you know what, you gave it a shot, then, right? It's like with food, right? Give it one bite, give it one spoonful, and if you're still not a fan, then yeah, you can just skip it. Alright. Even if I do a clean section, these folks are still still going at it. I think I need to slow down when I reach the Nexus. Man, Nexus. That is just like a really, really fun word to say. Nexus. It's even better when you know the meaning of it. It's like the central hub for things, so it makes sense when they call this the Nexus. Imagine if I ever opened like a like a speakeasy bar or a cafe or something. I call it the Nexus because I imagine it'd be like the central point, the gathering point where people meet to do stuff. Wow, I'm 12th. I'm doing even worse than I did the first time around. Holy cow. Where did all my skill go? Jeez Louise. You know what, I'm not even gonna bother. Badger's Nexus. Yeah, it's got a roll off and got a nice ring to it. You got the Z and sort of Z sound with the X. Or in this case, the X is more of like a soft X, not the X. Oh, bump the difficulty down. See how let's see how much more catchable these cars are now. Getting a clean start skill. Alright, here's his the Overtaker. Alright, 2 positions up. I can't remember. Did I bump down the difficulty? Did I remember to save the settings? Oh boy, this is just when I like leave home. Oh boy, did I lock the door? Did I remember to lock the door? Did I remember to turn off all the lights? Did I remember to flush the toilet? Things are kind of just sit in the back of your head and worry you a bit. And 9 times out of 10, the answer is yes, but I'd say probably even more often than that. 99 times out of 100, the answer is yes. Okay. Doing a little better. Second and third are in sight. First is up there. Blade just needs a little more torque so it doesn't lose so much speed going uphill. Imagine the user tune would probably be able to remedy that. Alright, well, it's so bad. We'll see how well I do when I reach the half pipe section. Looks like even second and third have managed to close in the first. Top 3 still in sight. Get myself here. Alright, so far so good. Oh geez, 5th place. Don't have time for you. I got a trophy with my name on it. Alright, here we go. The great speed gap closer. The half pipe. Ooh. Tried to do some sick stunts, but I ended up getting some sick air instead. Alright, so I can't quite go too far up there, so just take a little bank. Alright. Bank over here. Yeah, look at that. Closing the gap, closing the gap. A little too far up. See, the road's colored slightly differently. I'm assuming that's like the point at which you're probably gonna take some risk if you get to that point. Look at that overtake. First, baby. All I gotta do is maintain the lead for the final lap. Of course, this is a difficulty down, that'll probably be easy to do. There we go. 1 lap to go. Zoom. Awesome. Everything is awesome. Of course, that's the wrong toy line, but yeah. Oh, wait. We got great. We got great. There we go. Back to awesome. Oh, we're back to great. We're great. We're great. Everything is great. Everything is okay if you want it to be. Sorta close. That ultimate clean racing. Oh boy. Ooh. Now they're really vying for. Oh. We'll try that again. One too many bumps. Alright, alright. I'll let up on the accelerator. Yeah. Can't do that either. Alright. Time to kind of go back. They're over there. Where are you coming from? There. Ah. Surprised that Devo is up there with it being so heavy. Is that so? Okay, clean section. I'll take it. Ooh, they're right behind me though. Alright. Gotta stay within the orange. That's where I'm safe. That's where I'm not gonna fly into the air once I hit that curve. Hoping my lip smacks are not translating into the stream. I feel like I've been doing a lot of that tonight. I think I got one of those microphone covers and the pop filter, so hopefully that'll... It's all good. Alright, that's good. That's good to know. Imagine things are a bit hairier when I was using my headset mic. Alright, we're gonna take this race. Boom! Save for that one little part. This one wasn't too bad. Of course, this was on a difficulty below, so... But hey, I made it. I made it. I think that leaves one more S2 race before we get all the S2 races out of the way. Take my 175,000 credits. Shove it right into the bank account. Alright, one last S2 race. It was right at the Nexus. I think this will be the last race for tonight. It'll put me in a good spot. I'll just have the rest of the S2 task to finish off, and then we can get to the final rank of the Academy. We'll see what they have to throw at us there. X Class 1s are basically just Goliath, and all the medals are just set times and rivals. Oh, okay. So we're kind of here, aren't we? Alright, well, in that case, yeah. Maybe next stream I'll do a bit of Hot Wheels and kind of just do a lot more little last Forza 5, random Forza 5, Horizon 5 stuff. I don't know. Maybe I'll jump into the event lab and see if anyone's created some cool Hot Wheels event lab events. Oh, I forgot to change the difficulty back. And you know what? We didn't start yet, so I'll do that. Final cleanup before jumping off the side back to Mexico. Yep. We're gonna strap on that parachute. We're just gonna drive off the edge of the arena. Let's see, difficulty highly skilled. Save. Alright. Was above average before, so I was racing on difficulty down. Ooh, I heard fireworks. It's a race through the night. It's like when you're you know, on a long flight, and it's like an overnight flight. You just look out, and it's just like pitch blackness, and all you see is like the clouds on the surface. Well, clouds below you. That would be a good way to transition between Hot Wheels and the world map and the main map. Yeah. See, even if it was like, you know, a single short cutscene of your character just driving off the edge and seeing the parachute open up, and like, all right, you know what? I'll buy it. I'll accept it. And whatever, we got a freaking flying fortress Hot Wheels arena already. Why not have them just drop down, back down in the parachute? I mean, the way it is, like, the transition point is already on, like, a road in the middle of the sky. So, it won't be too much of a stretch to you know, just headcanon that they take a parachute. Or, yeah, cargo plane, right? Do it like action movie style, where the cargo plane just, like, you know, drops down to the road. You see the cargo bay door open. Air car just, like, drives right up to the plane. And the cargo plane goes right back up. And then cut to Mexico. Yeah. That's my headcanon for how they get back now. I mean, they even put you back in the main Forza festival area in Mexico when you go back there, so you know. You can totally buy that when you get back, you just recreate the opening scene for 5. And oh my god. Wow. Wait, okay. 1, that was a sprint, and 2, I didn't even get close to placing first. We are definitely going to retry this. And we are definitely going to bump down the difficulty. No doubt you get Rami withering onto you non-stop. Yeah, you would. You would. You totally would. Shows you how much I read this stuff. I probably... if I bothered to pay attention to the title event, I probably would have seen that this was a sprint and not a circuit race. Or, you know, just, you know, if I looked in the top left, oh hey, 0% progress. Yeah, that indicates sprint. Wow, this is a pretty fast race, all things considered. Hey. Hello, and welcome. You're kinda bored. Oh, I hope I'll be able to provide a little excitement with some Forza 5 Hot Wheels racing here. Browsing Twitch. Oh, I'm glad, appreciate you dropping by. Oh, I'll have to rewind and try this curve again. Didn't quite work out. Did you know Forza has references to other game shows anime? Yeah. Especially evident when you when you get those chat messages, right? They seem to reference like just about every meme under the sun. Like look through the exclamation section and you'll see, oh right, yes, this was a meme, and this is from this TV show, and this is from this other work. Yeah, there's this. And the accolade names too. There's plenty of references in there as well. The one I remember is, I think, like a Fast and Furious reference. Yeah, like S2 I choose you, also known as Pokemon, or the S1 completion task. Yeah, Forza is one big meme these days. You know, it feels like that's like the thing about most of the mainstream games. They do a bunch of pop culture references, right? It's like, yeah, you know, are you winning S1? Like, are you winning Sun? And yeah, there's a whole host of references. I don't think I'm gonna get. We did reference Acceleracers, HW35. A lot more. Apparently, a lot more that I didn't. Highway 35. Okay. A lot more that I didn't quite catch. Well, I guess that's the thing about, you know, just like throwing a bunch of references to the wall. Some of them are gonna stick with some people, right? Put in the big obvious ones like the memes and the big popular movies, and then we'll up the difficulty down again. Cause I'm going full tired mode now. I just want to clear this event. I'll clear it even if I have to bump the difficulty down a couple steps. Also, thank you for the follow, Sega Master 469. Every little bit that helps. See, I keep saying I'm gonna stick with the orange section, and then I do not stick with the orange section, and then look what happens when I don't stick with the orange section. Okay, despite this being like a difficulty down, I'm still getting smoked. What's going on? Everyone's just suddenly went full sicko mode for this race for some reason. That one other fella crashed. Get the feeling I'm not gonna pull this one out either. Already 6th place, and we're 3/4 of the way through. Prospects are looking grim. Might slightly help if I raced better, but there's just something about this track. That just is what the heck? Look, the driver tried to stop in the middle of the track like that. Yeah. Yeah, even when they're like seems like they should all, for all intents and purposes, not be winning. They are somehow winning. All right, we're down to novice. Surely we might finally encounter some cars, or maybe I'll finally get good at racing. Either one or the other is going to happen. Sometimes it feels like there are just like two difficulties, like pushover and godlike. I guess we've now hit pushover territory. I think I just had a bad race that last time. Whoops. I should have paid attention to the racing line. Racing line says brake, so I will brake. Hard left. Our final loop-de-loop. Actually, not a bad way to close out a race. Alright, I'll take it. It's a hollow victory, but you know what? Take it. Do the highly skilled task later. Alright, well, I think that's going to do it. We've got through one rank. We're partway through another rank. GG. Thank you. Yeah, I think next week we'll wrap up for Hot Wheels DLC. Maybe do a little bit more. Time permits, but yeah. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for tuning in. I think I'll be back on Friday to resume a Voice of Cards playthrough regular time. So I'll see you then. Good night.